Ashley here of Stacks in the City, and I want to welcome you guys so much. Hey, welcome. So glad you guys are here. Super excited to talk about our subject today. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Subscribe. Make sure y'all do that and listen and talk and comment and let me know what you guys think. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the four overarching principles of getting your money together, getting your money right, what you need to have in your toolkit in order to execute whatever financial goal you have that you want to achieve. So really quick, so we talk about all four, really quick. So number one, you gotta have a plan. No matter what you do, you gotta plan that. You gotta plan the bad boy. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta stay focused. You gotta be consistent. You gotta be like just razor sharp about whatever it is that you want to do. You have to have sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to get to your goal? What are you willing to trade in order to trade up? And lastly, education. Education is extremely essential. It's quintessential when it comes to getting anything in your life, and you have to incorporate education in that toolkit to getting your money right. Okay, first, planning. You all, I'm a huge planner. Everything I do has to have some type of plan. It can be flexible. I'm malleable, but I gotta have a plan. If it ain't planned, it ain't gonna happen for me. So what is your plan? What do you plan to do when it comes to getting your money right? First of all, do you want to get it right? Do you want to have less stress? Do you want to have a better lifestyle? Do you want to take that trip somewhere? Do you want to quit your job? Do you just want people to stop calling you all the time? Do you want to go out? Do you want to not feel stressed out when you're going out to eat? Do you want to stop fighting a tenderoni in order to get a dinner? That's what you have to ask yourself. And if the answer is no, you have to understand, ask yourself why. Maybe you're not ready, that's okay. But if your answer is yes, which it should be, then you have to have a plan. You gotta have a plan on how you're gonna make that happen. Now for some people, they do a notebook and they kind of write down who they owe and how much money. Other people, they join groups or something like that. I don't really do that. For me, I always had a plan. My plan was to buy my own home. So what I did, I just saved money. I'm like, all right, I just read out what you have to do. I just saved all my money, just put it away. And then I read about it and I bought it. That's basically kind of what my plan was. You have to have a plan when it comes to getting your money right. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but it has to be a plan. Part of the plan, you all, is looking. You have to also look at your money. A lot of people don't really know how much they owe. They don't really know who they owe. They don't know how much they even earn. Some people don't really know. They don't really want to think about that kind of stuff. But if you're really dedicated about getting this money right, you have to know exactly who, what, when, where, why, how. You gotta know. You gotta really, really know. So definitely have a plan. Definitely have a plan. 2 is being disciplined. So you have your plan, right? You got it written out. Yeah, you got the month, how long it's gonna take, all that fun stuff, set the goal, you got it. But you gotta be disciplined. How focused are you on accomplishing and executing your plan? You gotta be focused. You may not be debt-free overnight. You probably won't be. You may not get the home that you want overnight. Maybe you gotta get a starter home. You may not have the materialistic life that you have in your head overnight, and that's okay. But you have to be disciplined and trust that whatever you're doing is getting you to your goal. Discipline is essential. Discipline and consistency. Y'all have been watching a lot of sports lately, I know. But a lot of these athletes talk about just doing what they need to do, even on days they don't feel like it. It's raining outside, I'm still out here in this rain, I'm still out here running. When it's cold outside, I'm still here. You know, there were times where I wanted to go places, but I couldn't, because I was trying to get my house, or I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to do a split. Consistency, you have to stay disciplined. You have to stay focused on the goal, because you have to trust that the goal that you're putting for yourself is gonna be great and monumental in the long run. And the thing about being disciplined is that you don't have to have that type of discipline for the rest of your life, that intense focus. Sometimes if you're focused for 6 months to a year, you'll see the results that you want for the life that you want to have for yourself. For example, credit repair does not take eons of time. If you want to have good credit, I've seen people with credit and it's gotten better in 6 months. It doesn't take a long time, you all. You just have to be focused and disciplined and make that happen. So discipline is essential. Discipline is key. Y'all, sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice to get the life that you want for yourself? What are you willing to give up? Everything in your life that you have, What is the one thing that you want to give up in order to have the life that you want for yourself? I talk to a lot of people who want to get their money right. Like, yeah, I'm going to get this. Yeah. And I'm telling them stuff like, maybe you should turn in your car. Maybe you should downsize your home. Maybe you should cut up the credit cards and be cash. And they're just like, what? They don't want to do it. What are you willing to do to get the life that you want? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to invest? I did a lot, you all, in order to be a homeowner and all that fun, like all that fun stuff. I did a lot of sacrificing. So when I was younger, okay, so some of the stuff I don't really necessarily recommend. But when I was younger, I was in college and I got the refund checks. And instead of refund checks, like spending it on clothes and all that fun stuff, I just kept it. I just saved it. I just put it away. Or when I was, oh my gosh, you also, my freshman year, I do not recommend this. My freshman year, I had money to get food, but I was so pressed to wait until the meal plan started. And there was like a 5-day gap between the meal plan and like the time to like actually eat. So, and I was not trying to buy food. So I'm like, I had this like Boston market meal that I stretched out for like 2 or 3 days, which I really don't recommend doing. I don't recommend doing that, but that's something I did. My biggest sacrifice that I think I made is when I was younger, and I worked a lot. I used to work, I still did wait tables, 17 hours, 12-hour shifts, no problem, make it happen. But I missed out on a lot. I missed out on my cousin's wedding. I missed out on a lot of family activities. My brother and sister went to Kingston, Maine in the summer, and they went to see my grandfather before he passed away at in Suffolk, in North Carolina. They spent so much time together, and I wasn't there for that. You know, that's one of the biggest sacrifices that I've made in order to be in the position that I'm in today. Now, that's not something I necessarily recommend that you all do. That may not be how you want to go about getting your personal finance. And I missed out on a lot. You know, I did, honestly, I really did. But I had to sacrifice. It worked out, but you may not want to do things that way, and that's okay. But in order to live the life that you want, you are going to have to give up something that you currently have. You're going to have to be in a little bit of discomfort in order to have a lifetime of comfort. Lifetime, guys. We're thinking long-term, big picture. That's what we're thinking about. You know, it's okay to be just like I don't know how to describe, like, for 6 months in order to have a lifetime of greatness. Y'all, this doesn't take necessarily a long time. Personal finance, getting your money together doesn't necessarily take a long time. The wealth building part can be a lifetime. That part's really fun because you see your money grow. But it takes time. It takes time. What are you willing to sacrifice temporarily for a lifetime of greatness? That's it. That's the thing. Sacrifice is really important. And the last one, you guys, is education. I love education. I love learning. What are you willing? Teach yourself, you guys. Enséñame. Let's learn. Let's learn. You all, I love the internet. I love being a millennial. I love the 21st century because there is a smorgasbord of information out there for you to get this money right. And oh my God, you don't even have to be an old white man, no offense, but you can be whoever you want. They have personal finance for millennials, for women, for black people, for white people, for Asians, for Chinese people, for everybody. Literally, something is a voice for you that's there. You just have to go out and find it. That's the thing. Someone told me that they love watching TV because TV, it gives you all the information. But are you seeking the information, or is the information being regurgitated to you? That's the thing. For me, books, blogs, YouTube has been a smorgasbord of information on how I'm able to live a life that I want to live. Education, you all. There's so many blogs and books. You just find what works for you and just go at it. But this is important too, guys. When it comes to education, not only is it important for you to educate yourself, which I'm all about, but you have to apply what you would learn as well. I know a lot of people who know a lot about money. Plenty people out there telling me stuff. I'm like, well, I didn't know that. But they don't want to apply the knowledge they learn. Yeah, homeworship's really great, but I don't know. Learn and apply. The biggest, I think, misconception that people have is with the stock market, for example. I don't know about the market. I don't know if it works for me, blah, blah, blah. Fine. You may not know, but plenty of people out here getting this coin, making big bucks from the stock market. How come we're not? Because they know, they learn, they educate themselves, and they apply what they learn. You're not going to lose all your money in the market, y'all. But education is extremely important in order to minimize that risk. You're able to take bigger and better risks in your life, risks that put your life up, if you're willing to learn and apply what you learn and learn how to mitigate those risks. That's it. Okay. All right, you guys, if y'all didn't learn anything about this today, because I feel like I've really talked a lot. I do like to talk. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I apologize. But you need to know 4 items to put in that personal finance toolkit of yours. You got to find out a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to be willing to discipline yourself. Stay focused on the goal. You got to sacrifice. You're willing to give up in order to give your life the great life that you want, and educate yourself. How are you going to be learning about all this stuff and applying what you learn? All right, guys, it's Ashley. Bye, you guys. Y'all are fabulous. Make it a phenomenal week. Bye, y'all.